Hello everyone, my name's David Edgar, I'm the host of Heart and Hand, the Rangers podcast, and I'm joining you today from Ibrox after Rangers defeated Motherwell by a goal to nil. And I think if you watch these videos you'll know that I'm usually a glass half full type guy and try to pick the positives out of results. I can't, not after that today. That was grim, that was just awful from start to finish, and the fact that there were boos ringing it at the end even though Rangers held on for the win, and I use the term held on advisedly because Motherwell were very unlucky not to leave here with something today, tells you everything. And it was just from start to finish grim. Manager made some changes to the side after the match the other evening, which you might have expected, in terms of Kamar Ruth, who's played a lot, dropped to the bench, and came Cyril Dessers. Sam Lammers came in to play just behind the striker, but in came Scott Wright, who we hadn't seen for a long time, and of course somebody hadn't played much football, looked like hadn't played much football. But Rangers started shakily and never really recovered from it, in all honesty. Passing was off, couldn't get moves flowing, just didn't seem to know exactly what we were up to. Took the lead through a slightly fortunate goal, I would say, and certainly at the time it felt a wee bit against the run of play, certainly out of nowhere. It was a shot from outside the box by Jose Cifuentes. It hit Cyril Dessers. I apologise to him, I haven't seen it back if he's done a clever finish or whatever, but it seemed to hit off him and go in. But you know, you take them. And at that you expected Rangers to settle down, but then Rabbi Matondo picked up an injury, he had to go off, and the manager put on John Souttar and changed to back three. It just didn't work. It just didn't work. And while Rangers were relatively untroubled for the rest of the half, we weren't exactly making a lot of chances. The second half, if anything, was worse, and it was just grim. And Motherwell grew in confidence. A couple of nice moves from Rangers, to be fair. Sam Lammers just a shot just wide after a good move, but you didn't get a feeling that a second goal was coming, and when Motherwell really stepped it up and went for it in the last 15, you sort of got the impression. The fact by then Rangers had on a back five, and at that point it was a back five with Ryan Jack and John Lundstrom sitting in front of them, tells you everything. We had two attackers on the park, and surprisingly couldn't get anything going. But in the end we were fortunate to get the points, because there's one that a good move by Motherwell ends up with a shot that Tav, doing well to get back on the line, hits off him and rebounds. There's another one similar, and then there's a brilliant save from Jack Butland, who's the one summer signing who looked worthy of the money that we've invested. So yeah, as I say, final whistle went, and look, it's not sustainable. You can't. It's funny actually, Liam Kelly, the Motherwell captain, in the press conference talking about Motherwell's performance, said yeah, we lost, and I know people say you'd rather win than play well. He goes, but over a season, if you don't play well, keep winging it, and you don't have a structure, then you won't do anything. And he was pleased with his teams. That's exactly the worry that we all have. There is no structure. We change all the time. We change formations in game. Players don't look like they know what they're supposed to be doing, and it does fall on the manager. Yeah, so it's a win. I'm glad we got it. I'd rather we won. I apologise for being a bit negative, because as I say, normally I try to be quite cheery. I suppose if you really want to look at it, it's 3 wins in a week, 3 clean sheets, which is good. But I don't see any development in the squad. I don't see any development in the team. We do have injuries, and we'll just need to get through it. But yeah, it was not a fun afternoon here at Ibrox. I suppose it could have been worse. And we now go to play Livingston here on Wednesday night. Must win, really is that simple. Cup match, got to do it. Alright folks, thanks for joining me. I'll go away and hopefully, you know, calm down a wee bit, and I'll be back tomorrow in Heart and Hand with our full weekly podcast and try and assess it a wee bit more calmly. But thanks for listening. I'll talk to you again soon. Take care everybody. Bye bye.